So we are ready to begin the December 19th AM turn of Bitter Woods. Before we get started, I watched the video from the 18 p.m. turn, and I realized I made a number of mistakes in that video, which I would like to correct. The first thing is this. This regiment of the 28th Infantry Division was engaged here with these two regiments of the Panzer Division. The only units that can break away from an engagement are armored cavalry, and artillery. So his movement to here to screen for the artillery would not be a legal move. Well, that leaves this artillery kind of hanging out there to be attacked by 2nd Panzer, so I'm going to allow the Allies a mulligan to pull that artillery back behind the 101st Airborne Division. It wouldn't have made any sense for the artillery to get out here on line so they could simply be attacked by the 2nd Panzer. The other thing I need to change is right here. The Germans had repaired this bridge. I'd placed the marker but forgot to repair it. And as a result of repairing it, these three regiments would cross the river. So let me get rid of that. And the other thing I forgot to do was to blow bridges for the Allies. Right here, the Americans have an opportunity to blow this bridge. They succeed on a 1 through 4. They roll a 4, so that bridge is blown. And they have an opportunity to blow a bridge up here at Eupen, which, of course, would be a very important bridge to blow since I'm trying to push across with the 12th SS. They will be successful on a 1 through 3. They roll a 1, so that bridge is blown as well. Well, one bridge is blown. I'm going to blow this bridge in this direction. I can also roll to try and blow I don't know if you can see that, but there are actually two bridges here from two directions. So I'm going to blow this bridge here, and then I'll roll to see if I can blow this second bridge as well. I rolled a 3, so that bridge is blown as well. Put this counter in this hex. Okay, so that's, I just wanted to tidy those things up because, well, they could all make a pretty big difference in the game, and I wanted to get them right. Okay, so moving on, it is again December 19th, the AM turn. The Germans receive some reinforcements this turn. They have the 2nd SS Panzer Division, and they have the 9th SS Panzer Division. I don't know well, if it would focus, you could make that out, but it won't focus. Okay, the 2nd SS comes in from U to W, and I'm going to have them come in at V. And move up the road. The 9th SS comes in at U. They're both going to steam in that direction towards that. I guess that's our bulge. Oh, and the Germans get 2 more regiments. The 3rd Panzer Grenadiers, the 29th and 8th Regiment. They come in at R through S. So I'm having them come in at S. Have them move to there. They're going to move up and reinforce the 12th SS. Okay, so let's go back down here to the south. If you remember, the Americans pulled off their defensive position here, so it might be time to move up. I think I'm going to have the 914 of the 352nd Volksgrenadiers. I think I'm going to have them go one movement to there, 1 1/3, 2 1/3. I'm sorry, 1 1 1/3, 1 2/3, 2 movements. I'm going to go to right there. Now remember, this bridge is blown, so we can't use road movement. We can simply cross. But what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to have one of these regiments rebuild the bridge. And have the other two cross. Okay. So this is now an opportunity to hit Bastogne, because the artillery, because of their move, are now out of range from Bastogne. So I think the Germans have to gang up there. So see how we're going to do this. See, I have Panzer here. 2 elements. I don't need them both. Bring the armor down to there. And I'll bring the recon over to there. Like that. Okay. I think it's time to go after the fuel dump at Samri. So, first I'm going to have this regiment, the 62nd, repair that bridge. Okay, we've moved adjacent to the dump. So the Allies have an opportunity to destroy it. But remember, because of the special event, they're only successful in a die roll of 1. Let's see what they get. They rolled a 3, so their attempt is not successful. Okay. Hopefully we are strong enough to push them off. We shall see. Let me move you up here. I'm gonna have the rest of the 1st SS. I'm gonna have Piper come up here. Throw in against them. Okay, so I'm slowly moving forces towards our little bulge there. Let's see here. I think if these regiments move to Spa, these guys stay right here for right now. Get on that road. Maybe I'll tempt the Americans into crossing the river. Come after these 2 units here. We'll see how tempted they get. Oh, and this turn ended the Army boundary. So units can cross over the Army boundary at their desire, leisure. And it ended the Scoresny sneak. So finally, Scoresny here can no longer do his little sneak and slide zones of control. Someone finally figured out what he's up to. You know what? I'm gonna have Scoresny move that direction too. Have him go 1, 2, 3. Come down into there. Oh, well, he can't cross the bridge right there. But you know, he can go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And he can go that way. Okay, so that's what that's going to look like. So our first attack is down here at Bastogne. The Americans have 16 factors, which are doubled because they're in a city, so they're at 32. The Germans have 11, 17, 28, 34, 39, 44, 51, 56, 63, 68, 68, 73, 82, 89, 94. 94 factors, which is just shy of a 3-to-1. So it's going to be a 2-to-1. It's going to be -1 for the endurance rating here. And it's also going to be -1 because well, I was thinking we had 3 regiments in here. Oh yeah, we do. 3 regiments of the 2nd Panzer with an ER5 or higher. So it's going to be a 2-to-1, -1 for the endurance rating, and -1 for flanking. So 2-to-1 -2. That's a 1 result, which is a D4. 1 -2 -2 is -1, which is a D4 result, which is terrible news because even with Middleton's ability to halt retreats, when you halt a retreat, you have whatever the number of hexes called for in the retreat, you have to instead take in step losses. So because it called for 4 hexes of retreat, it would eliminate these 2 units. So they are eliminated. That was a terrible roll for the Allies. So that eliminates them. So Bastogne is fallen. I'm going to have 2nd Panzer stack on the hex. These guys fired. Okay. So up here, I have 5, 13, 21, 24. These artillery will support here, so it's going to be 10, 5, 10, 13. So it's going to be a 1-to-1, -1 for endurance. So 1-to-1, -1. Roll the 2. 1-to-1, -1 down to 1 is a D1 result. So a 1 hex retreat. So he'll just go back to here. And I will have Panzer Lehr stack on the hex. Okay. Now this is a pretty big attack too here. The Americans have 4, 8, 15, 21. The Germans have 9, 15, 23, 26, 29, 32. So this is going to be a 1-to-1 with no modifiers. Just straight up 1-to-1. Roll the 4, which is an engaged result on the 1-to-1 chart. which is, you know, good for the Americans. They'll get at least one more chance to blow that fuel dump. So that was a good event for them. Okay, we have one attack left up here. The Americans have 11, doubled the 22, plus him, so that's 27. The Germans have 5, 15, 22, 29, 44, 52, 60. So 60 to, what did I say, 27 is a 2-to-1. But that gets shifted down to a 1-to-1 because of him being in the town across the river. So it's a 1-to-1, minus 1 for endurance rating and 1 for flanking. So 1-to-1 minus 2. Roll to 3, which is a D1 result. So 1 hex retreat. They retreat to there. Okay, the Panzers, well, yeah, what do you got here? A Panther and a Tiger. They cannot cross because they cannot cross at an unbridged river. But the mechanized infantry can. So I'm going to have these 2 regiments of the 12th SS cross the river. And he'll have to wait until the rest of them will have to wait till the bridge is repaired to cross over. Okay, so the last thing I have to do is repair some bridges. I have a bridge down here that gets repaired. So that counter comes off. And up here, I have a bridge that gets repaired. Oh, and because he repaired the bridge, he can cross, which I'll have him do. Okay, so that is it for the German turn. They accomplished a lot that turn. They killed 2 more regiments. They took Bastogne. They took Eupen and crossed the river. We didn't take the fuel, though. Germans didn't get the fuel. So, and fuel shortage starts on December 20th, the AM turn. So that's right around the corner that the Germans have to start worrying about fuel losses. And basically how that works is, starting on December 20th, the AM turn, if the Germans have not captured a fuel dump, they have to roll to see which of their divisions will be out of fuel. And it's random. I should say which of their Panzer divisions should be out of fuel. So definitely you want to capture the fuel if you're the Germans. You don't want to be in a spot where the 1st SS runs out of fuel, you know. Okay, so let's move on to the American turn. The Americans have 1 reinforcement up top here. They have a regiment of the 1st Infantry Division coming in. We'll come back to him. Let's go over here to Bastogne. The situation here is dire. Obviously, I was hoping Bastogne would hold out until Patton arrived, but that did not happen. So, we have to form a defensive line using this river and this terrain here, I think. until Patton arrives and we can maybe retake Bastogne. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is have this artillery retreat. One will go back to here, and one will go back to there. I'm going to have these two regiments of the 101st go to there. The regiment of the 28th Infantry go there. Sorry, what I'm thinking about is this guy. He's kind of stuck there. He can go two movements to here, here, or here. But if he goes down the road, of course, he can go as far as this hex. So he's going to get left behind in this little retreat, which stinks for him. But there's nothing I can do about it. I'm just have them back up one hex to that crossroads, and the 4th Infantry Division will go to there. Yeah, 4th Infantry will go there. I'm going to have him... I can't save him. No matter what I do with him, he's going to get surrounded and killed. He tried to help his buddies in Bastogne, but that didn't work out. I guess I'll just have him come down here to this broken ground, hold in that hilly area. At least he gets a defensive shift. Okay. They're all engaged there, so they can't move anyways. I'm going to have him get in the trees so he gets the shift. I don't know what to do with him. I'm worried he's going to get trapped there. Okay, I know what I'm going to do with him. He's going to pull back here. We'll move the artillery down to there. He'll come back to here. I'm going to have this regiment of the 7th come up to here. And this incoming regiment of the 1st Infantry Division I need to check something. I'm not sure. If you remember, this here is the result of German commandos. They've created a tough spot in that town. I don't remember how long that lasts, though. I need to look it up. Sorry. here we are. Oh, that only lasts until the end of the Allied 18 a.m. game turn. So that marker should have come off already. You know, if you think about it, how long could the commandos keep their little operation going behind enemy lines like that? So that comes off. So I'm going to have this regiment of the 1st Infantry Division come down here and go to right there. Okay. I think we're just going to hold the line here. I'm going to have him pull out of there and stack. You know what we're going to do? We're going to attack. We're going to attack here and try and push him back across the river. They have 14 factors. I'm going to have 5, 11, 16, 21. So it'll be a... Oh, wait a minute. They're in a town. I'm sorry. Nah, they'll be double to 28. No, I'm not going to do that. It's a problem. I think that until we get reinforcements, that's the best that we can do. I'm going to have this artillery move up to here. That way he can reach over there and help out. Ugh. Well, the Americans continue to desperately try to hold on. Tough. Let me look something up. I don't remember if on that fuel dump, if the Americans get a roll on that in both player phases, or if that's just once per turn. Okay, at the moment a German unit moves adjacent to an Allied occupied fuel dump hex, the Allied player has the option of declaring the location of the fuel dump and rolling the die for its destruction. If the Allied player declines the initial opportunity to blow the fuel dump, the next opportunity occurs at the end of the next friendly combat phase. One destruction attempt may be performed per fuel dump per turn. Yeah, so he can only perform one attempt per turn. So, no, he does not get another shot at that. That's kind of a bummer. Okay, that is the end of the December 19th AM turn, and we'll be moving on to the PM turn next. So, let's continue to see how the Americans barely hold on here. See you around.